Oh my god, take 3 of this recording. Let me tell you, this game is crazy. And by the way, hi guys, this is CoreCat13. I'm a woman with a deep voice, and yeah, as you can tell by the score, this is not the first recording of this I've done. In fact, I think this is take 3 of this shit. Yeah, I already got a game over, I had to use a continue, and yeah, this is why you do a practice run of things, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, today we're playing Mario Land. It's different, quite different. And to be quite honest, it's different in a lot of bad ways. But it's also quite revolutionary in a lot of ways. First of all, the soundtrack. The soundtrack's wonderful. It's, in my opinion, the best soundtrack of the originals, so... yeah, don't at me. You know it's true. That also introduced quite a few characters to the roster. One of them, of course, being the luscious Princess Daisy, who made her debut in this game. This also marked the first time since the American Mario 2 that a bad guy other than Bowser was the primary antagonist. In this case, he's an alien named Tatanga, who is in cahoots with Wario to take over Mario Land. So that's fun. Yeah, so apparently Wario wanted Princess Daisy too, which I don't blame him. Daisy's pretty hot, but anyway. Yeah, a lot of the music and enemies are pretty different in this game. Like, for example, there are actually no Goombas and Koopas. Instead, there are Goombos and Bombshell Koopas. There's also just a bunch of random enemies, like the Superflies from Mario Brothers. That's something. Also introduced a few new enemies, like Fishbones, who take up the mantle for Cheep Cheeps. The only returning enemy that I can really think of is Pekun Flowers, which, unless you are from Japan, you know them as piranha plants. Yeah, so piranha plants are in this game, and they're about as annoying as they were in the original Super Mario Bros. However, now, you have stiffer physics, because, of course, this was a early Game Boy game, so got that lovely Game Boy stiffness. But I do have kind of a philosophy I have for Mario Land. Basically, treat it like Castlevania. Because Castlevania does not really have, like, the ability to alter your jump angle. Instead, what you do is you plan ahead and you plan how far you want your jump to go, and then you just kind of run with it. If you screw up, you screw up. Mario's also a little bit slippery in this game. I don't know, it's just like... even in Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, he didn't feel quite that heavy. Also, there are no fire flowers in this game and no 1-up mushrooms. Instead, you get super balls and a 1-up heart. Which, honestly, a heart does kind of make a bit more sense for, like, a 1-up type thing. So, there is it. Now, it may seem like I'm breezing through this right now, but by the time we get to World 3, that's going to change. Because World 3, oh my god, I always have so much problem with World 3. Like, even just the first level is just, it's oddly difficult. Especially if you're, like, not prepared for this game's weirdness, which I wasn't in the first 3 recordings. Like, let me tell ya. Love these hieroglyphics, they're just neat. Oh yeah, also, apparently Sarasaland is having issues with structural problems. I guess you could just blame this on this being like an ancient tomb or something. Yeah, I should mention that the Super Balls are very similar to the Gemini laser from Mega Man 3, and that you can't fire another one until the Super Ball is off screen, or it hits something, so, yeah. But the Super Ball also, as you saw there, bounces off of walls, so it also collects things, very similar to the boomerang flower in Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World. Which, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised that Boomerang Mario has not appeared in a 2D game yet, because honestly, I think it'd be pretty useful. Then again, Hammer Mario has yet to make a reappearance, in spite of the fact that Hammer Mario almost made it into Super Mario 3D Land. I think Cape Mario also almost made a reappearance. In fact, that was going to be the power-up instead of the Tanuki suit. But to be honest, I so associate 3D Land with, like, the Tanuki suit that it would just be wrong if it just didn't exist, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to remember if there's, like, a box here. Does not appear so we'll just move on. Go ahead and clean up this mess. It just feels so good cleaning up the mess on the Game Boy. I like how everything looks in Mario Land. Just, it's so simple, but it works, if that makes sense. Simplicity in its design. Get out of here. Yeah, already getting some original enemies here. We got Sphinxes. Do you love me a Sphinx? And that's about as close as you're gonna get to Bowser in this game, just that fire-breathing Sphinx. I'm gonna have a sip of caffeine. Just some nice standard black coffee. I don't know why, I had the taste of coffee in my mouth. So yeah, that's the only reason I make coffee. I like the taste of it, so anyway, yeah, thank you. I need all those lives. Hell, I need those more than I do in, like, the American Mario 2. Like, if you guys remember that Let's Play, good lord, that was a fucking mess by the end. Although, by the way, I should make mention of just, like, how well the Super Mario Marathon is doing, so thank you guys so much. Like, I think the third episode of Super Mario Bros. Is actually my most viewed video on my channel right now. So, yeah, just thank y'all. I'm so glad that you guys really are enjoying the Mario Marathon. Honestly, this, like I said, this is just, it's a work of love. Like, I'm doing it, like, of course, for you guys, but I'm also doing it for me because, well, I'm a Mario nut and I can't help myself. Or would it be Mario Maniac? I don't know. Yeah, I haven't mentioned what kingdom we're in yet. This is the Muda Kingdom. Based on the lost continent of Mu. Which, that already gives me flashbacks to, Illusion of Gaia, which I know I was supposed to do this week, but just not now. I do actually have a few days off coming up, like, at the end of the week, so I'll probably just be able to get some recording done, which I already got to get Super Mario World recorded, so yeah, that's already on the Toto list. Which, yes, I'm saying that on purpose. Toto, I know it's to do, but Toto's more fun. Toto was also not a very smart dog. Heh, I sniped that guy. That was funny. And also, Toto was a female dog. Did you guys know that? Yeah, the dog actor that portrayed Toto actually was female, so yeah. Because apparently, at least at the time, female dogs were actually easier to train than male dogs. So, that's fascinating. And actually, I think that was the dog's name too, Toto, so that made it easy. Alright, let's see what I'll get. Ah, 2 up. Nice. I'm gonna need that for World 3, so nice. Just some nice music we got going on here in Muda. Definitely nicer music than back in freaking Illusion of Gaia. Like, I gotta admit, like, out of all the songs on the soundtrack, that's probably my least favorite song on the soundtrack. Legendary Sunken Continent. It's just like, God, it's such an annoying song. But then again, it's a very annoying stage, so Eh. And yeah, I'm gonna shit talk fucking Moo. I hate that fucking dungeon. It's why I'm doing Mario Land right now, because I don't want to deal with the dungeon. I don't want to deal with it. It's so annoying. A lot of moving platforms in Mario Land. Didn't realize that. Oh, and I died. First death. Apparently I didn't reach a checkpoint yet. Yeah, Mario Land's actually pretty forgiving when it comes to checkpoints. Yeah. Watch out for this bombshell Koopa here. As you can tell, he had it out for me, so let's go ahead and jump back down. And let's see. Grab some more coins. Because you can never have too many coins. Man, I tell ya. Actually, my family that's living with me right now, we actually started a little piggy bank. Or a little piggy... Or a little star bank, I guess? Because our little piggy bank is actually a star. So, yeah. Oh. Well, there's that text message that must always interrupt my recordings. I have seriously been considering making that a counter. Just, like, how many times has that happened in my LPs? Like, way more often than it should. Oh, and there's a shroom right there. Already back down to 8 lives, because I wasn't paying attention. My thumb literally just grazed the D-pad, and Mario just so merrily jumped down into the pit. These guys are pretty funny. Let's go ahead and grab that shroom there. Can't be going around naked, Mario. Man, I tell ya. These are some oddly detailed sprites for a Game Boy, like, seriously. It's like very early in the Game Boy's life cycle, which a lot of people think that this is a Game Boy launch title. It actually isn't. It was very close to launch, but it's not a Game Boy launch title. That was actually Tetris, so... Because Gunpei Yokoi and Shigeru Miyamoto agreed that with Tetris, the game console would be for everybody. If you made Mario Land, it would appeal to young boys, which that already sounds perverted, but whatever. He just wanted to appeal to young boys, let me tell you. Very well, whatever. Yep, I failed there. Looks like I'm not getting extra lives. Let's see. Alright. Well, here's another way Mario Land differentiated itself. Shooter levels. Yeah, these Gradius style levels. Which have this fucking fantastic theme. This is so good. Yeah, so Worlds 1 and 3, they had, like, proper dungeons, whereas, Worlds 2 and 4 actually have these little Gradius style levels. In this case, this one's underwater because, well, obviously, the lost continent of Mu obviously is underwater, which I think it... I'm trying to think, like, with the ow. I was trying to think of ow. I was trying to remember, like, what the legend of Mu actually was. Like, I think the continent of Mu thing actually just kind of, like, it came from, like, some crackpot or whatever that was, like, really into mysticism and all that. And, called Mu after, Queen Mu, who apparently ruled, those people. Apparently, I guess. I don't know. And look at all these coins. Man, just feels so good. Feels so good, man. Feels so good to be grabbing all these coins. Coins won't feel this good until freaking Super Mario Odyssey. Now we gotta play safe. Hang out down here. I love this seahorse here. There we go. He done died. Because nothing can stand against the might of Mario. Now let's see if our princess is in another castle. Somehow I think that she is. Oh, it wasn't. Yeah, sorry about that delayed reaction there. I know you're so invested in the story of Super Mario Land. Like, seriously. Yeah, sorry, my cousin was texting me there. Anyway, I think that's a pretty good place to stop the video because, oh man, these next two worlds are going to be a pain in the ass. So next time in Mario Land, we finish the game. See you then.